The sun goes down, the stars come out, and all that counts is here and now.
What is going on, everyone? Stormy here, and today we are doing our Road to Glory FIFA 15 Ultimate Team Challenge. I've already gone through most of the starter stuff, so this is what our team looks like straight out of the gate. Got to make a couple changes. They left some people out of position, put some people in that are on the bench. Gold player wise, we're going to get all of our golds in the team. We're going to put them in a formation that suits us fine, and just checking out some of the players to see how they're going to fare up. Which team should I build around? Which players should I kind of plan to make the team towards? Who I kind of want to highlight in the team. Trying to find the best formation for starter players is not always easy. We had a left wing, so that since our left wing is a gold, that automatically put a bunch of formations out. We needed something. We needed a 4-3-3 of some formation, or 3-4-3, anything with a winger. Or I guess he could have played mid, but usually wingers have better work rates for up front. So you want to kind of get them in the front of the pitch and let them do scoring, especially when it's going to be our gold in a bronze team. We want to put him as far up as he can possibly get. And here we're just working on getting a little bit of the chemistry links going. We want to get the best chem team we can possibly find to start going into games. And hopefully that'll help us win. This is going to be a completely completely fresh Road to Glory, I guess is what you'd call it. We got this boy from Everton, 74 pace, 6'2 defending and physical isn't too good, but that pace is going to help us a lot with whatever teams we can come up against in any Ultimate team. But this is going to be a general Road to Glory, so we're only going to buy players from trading. We're going to try to trade, get more money, but buy players off the market. We're not going to be doing any packs or anything of that sort. So this is how the team is going to look, and we're going to slowly build up, try to hopefully, ideally, win Division 1. That's what we want to go with. We want to win the division title. I don't know what kind of team I'm going towards so far. It looks like a bit of an English team, but we already have a gold Bundesliga player, so we might start building that way. We've got a League BVA player, and then we've got a ton of English guys. So we have a lot of outlets we can go. We can even change it up if we really want to. Go Serie A or MLS or anything we decide. But right here, I'm just trying to mess with just chemistry styles, trying to get the most chemistry we can get in the squad, and it gets up to about 59, which isn't too bad. Not for a starter team, at least. I haven't bought anyone yet. I still have those 500 coins. I've been trying to invest them a little bit, see who we can get to strengthen up, and what part of our game we want to strengthen up. Actually, don't know. Should we start with the defense? Make sure we don't concede as many goals. Let our offense kind of put in 1 or 2 a game and just have that win for us. We put in strikers and have them build up and get us into a 6 or 7 goal lead, and then play along it that way. So don't really know where we want to go with it, but I was just kind of searching around with those 500 coins. I went and looked at all the 150 bids, decided who I might want to try and get. Started looking at the attack because I feel like a good striker would greatly help us out in our first goals. Especially with how bad I am at defending personally in any FIFA game, and especially in this FIFA game. I'm not the best defender anyway. I felt like an attack option would be good. And I forgot, I opened a pack somewhere, like it was a free pack. I think it was on the web app maybe. And we got Jojic from Borussia Dortmund, so forgot we had him in there. Got him slotted in the team. He brings us up to 60 chem, and we have another gold player in the team with really good stats, well-rounded. So it was good to get him in here. Our first game we're going to go into is going to come up against Nantes FC, and he's got Maggio, who I didn't know transferred to a right back position, then some striker I don't know, and then the rest is going to be bronze players. Kind of looks like a starter pack team, but he tried to build some chemistry up into it. So I'm not quite sure if he bought some players and is trying to raise up chemistry first and then get gold players, but right off the kickoff, we're able to put in some star that I did not know of, Danny Rose. He's got 77 pace, bronze striker, but for all he's worth, he is a gem. He puts in Marquinhos at the PK spot. Marquinhos just slots it home, and that puts us up 1-0, 2 minutes into the game, and so far so good. I'm liking how this team's going. Marquinhos, I wasn't too sure how he was going to do. I don't think he's going to stay in the team because he's from the Saudi League and Brazilian. That'll be a little difficult to work with, but for right now, he is good up in that left position. Here is what I'm talking about bad defending too. He is able to dribble through basically every player and put in a shot on goal. Luckily, he did not make his opportunities well worth it, so we got very lucky there. I probably need to shore up the defense a little bit. That'll be something that I will look forward to in the future. But Danny Rose, he's going to be in our team for a while. With him here, I feel like I don't need to up my striker too often. I mean, even though he didn't score that one, he was able to make a run with 77 pace. He's got to have better green stats, like for acceleration and such, but he was able to run all the way up the field and just get in on goal, which is especially impressive for this bronze player. I know it'll be a little more difficult when he comes up against goal defenders, but for now, perfectly content with having him as our striker. Our defenses it's alright. We're lucky he put that shot right at the goalie. It's a little slow in most cases so far, so that might be something I want to upgrade, especially, as I was saying, really not a good defender at all. So that'll probably be somewhere I improve. But he goes ahead 15 minutes in and rage quits, I believe, because he started it. Or he hit start and then quit. So I want you to pay attention to this for the next episode. We win 1-0, we get 3 points, and something messed up in our season somewhere, but for all purposes, right now we have the coins for the win, and we have 3 points in the team. Perfect. So now we are going to go and look at some improvements we want to make in the team. I decided I wanted a goalkeeper, because if I'm going to be bad at defending, I at least want someone who's going to do well to stop all my defensive errors. And I just kind of wanted to look. I didn't know which way I wanted to go with it at all yet, so I was just going through all the goalkeepers, whichever was listed, trying to find ones for cheap, and seeing stats-wise who's going to be the best and who's going to help us out. And I came across this Marchetti. Non-rare, 79, 84 reflexes, 81 diving, 78 positioning, 76 handling. Very, very good for, 350 coins, I think I put a bid on for. And he's not really going to fit in the league too much, but we can hybridize a Serie A part of this all we want. I tried bidding on Kalu too, kind of to get the Bundesliga squad building, but I decided to remove him. We're going to work on getting some defensive strength first, and we do end up winning this Marchetti with 350 coins, which is really nice. I think he's going to be great in here, and these cards are really weird. Like, once you go in your trade pile, you can't just click on him to change him out with the squad, so you actually have to go in the squad and remove it. It's really weird, but that'll be the first ways I improve that way. Now, I got those 300 coins back from Kalu. Hit that failure bid, so I just went through and I looked at a bunch of Serie A center backs. I want a decent pace, good defending, good physical. Really all it needed. We've got Browning back there, who's got 72. So they didn't need to be super fast. I just like over 60, 65 I think was my limit. So I was just going through every Serie A player. They're almost all non-rare except for I think Ciani right there and Casterius I saw a couple of, but obviously their bids will go higher as well. That's something that's just going to kind of happen. So I'm just going to add them all to my transfer list, my transfer targets, and see what happens with them. And see basically where to go from there. Who I want to try to invest in, who will strengthen up the defense really well, make us a rock in the backfield. I kind of wanted high physical too. That was something that I really looked at because you can shrug players off the ball pretty well, especially if they're really weak strikers. You don't necessarily need to be faster than them, you just need to be stronger than them. So as long as, I think I was going for about 77 to 80 physical, and somewhere around 80 defending was my goal. That's the kind of defender I wanted. So I just put in a bunch of targets, and then let the bid go down by itself. 300, 350 is normally where players get bid. 300 is only for quick sell prices, I believe. When you're a gold player, you will quick sell for 300 and get a profit. 350, you will not. So we come up against this guy who's got a loaned James Rodriguez. He's got Lucas Leiva, some centerman I don't know of, a striker from Porto, and a striker from Lima, who I also don't know of, and Rob Greeningle, I believe that is. So this guy has some more dangerous players on the first one we played. He's got more dangerous players than who is on our team, too, so this is something we need to be very careful of. And Abubakar runs right through, and Marchetti is already showing why it was a great idea to purchase him and put him in the squad. He's saving us already, especially my defensive disgustingness. He is making some fantastic saves, keeping us in the game early on, which just it instills my confidence in making him our first purchase. If we had a bronze goalie in for either one of those shots, definitely would not be tied 0-0 right now. So even though he's the non-rare 79, he has been playing really well. And we kind of worked the ball up the field a little bit. Over to Jojic, who takes a shot. And his goalie, Rob Green, nothing to ignore either. He's gold goalies, especially versus like low teams like this, are going to be doing really well. But we just kind of we're getting something in the box. There's a lot of stuff happening in the box. It ends up dropping to Kiyotake, and he is able to put it away after about a minute of just ball fumbling in his area. We are able to jump on top of it. Some more players trip over each other. Defenders don't clear it. Yeah, so we go up 1-0 in a pretty terrible way, but he's able to bring it back with a kickoff glitch, which is still in this game. Abubakar immediately puts it back up to 1-1, so we scored a terrible goal. He scored a cheesy goal, and we've got to start rebuilding our lead. I want to see how long we can go in this. We're going to go for the best record possible, obviously. Kiyotake tries to get another shot off and is blocked, and then the corner succession. I want to get some good people on corners too. They're a little bit more difficult in this game, but I do end up having a lot of them, and I think it was Garner who was able to put up a really nice backwards header into the top left corner. It does get deflected, but it was a really nice shot. So I want to get people who are stronger on corners so that can be a little more of a threat area. Jojic puts it over barely, and we're going to be back into a goal kick. But he makes a little mistake in the 45th minute. You never ever want to give the ball away in the 45th minute, because we're going to put through someone like Danny Rose, who's going to just make a nice cross-body shot. I haven't seen those work much, but he's able to right-foot it, curl it into the side netting in the 45th minute, and put us up 2-1, put it right past Rob Green, and that is a good way to go into half. A nice little through pass, some nice play, and then just a beautiful shot from Danny Rose. You'll see a couple of his goals are reasons why I'm really going to enjoy having him in this squad. He goes for another kickoff glitch. We almost take advantage. The player lock-on is a little iffy in this game for where they lock onto the ball. Just like 2 years ago, I believe it was, you could run forward, and then your guy would automatically trace towards the ball. Then he'd start going the way your stick was going. And I got really acclimated to that, and that's not how it worked the past 2 years. Yeah, you just running away from the ball like an idiot. But you see we're dominating possession, and just all the stats: 3 shots on target, 7 shots total, 57% possession. We're just we're winning the game. So the stats do show the scoreline. And we've got Danny Rose, who's trying to make a run in here, but he clears it very, very poorly over to Jojic, who takes another shot and barely misses the post. We are just kind of putting on the pressure right now where we are at. We're trying to just basically, best defense is a good offense kind of mentality. Danny Rose is able to take the ball away again. Good defending for him, but then my failure at getting into one-on-one situations, or I guess 1-on-2 if you include the goalie, just not the best. And then that was, I don't know what I did there, but apparently it was a foul. So he clears it, and he tries to make some ground up. Kiyotake is able to get the ball, though. Plays it over Danny Rose, who puts a one-touch trap a little far, but then he sneaks the ball under Rob Green, right under his arm, to put us up 3-1 in this game. And a 2-goal lead is exactly where I like to sit in my games. Little mistake on him. His players didn't have the best ball control. We were able to jump on them a lot. And Danny Rose gets his second of the game. And then we are able to take the ball away again right off the kickoff. Kiyotake puts in a shot, just inks it over, but as we show, we're not going to let up. We're still just going to try and dominate through the offensive gameplay that we have made. Danny Rose is put through. Danny Rose puts in a shot, and he sneaks it by. This technically counted as an own goal. You can see he tried to kick it right. The ball went left into the goal. Still had Danny Rose's power on it, so I guess it was kind of an own goal, but the play was made through us, and we still got a goal left. He is going to try to, with some bad defending, take a shot, but Marchetti, again, showing why he was worth the 350 coins that we invested in him, making some great saves. I mean, he let up, so far, he has only let up a kickoff glitch. That's great standings in my field of view. Danny Rose then runs through again, puts a shot on goal. Rob Green does make a good save. I haven't been able to ace that kind of situation yet, but he does set us up for another corner, which we do not take advantage of at all. There's a little more shenanigans in the box, but we couldn't capitalize. That was just the worst finesse shot I've ever seen by Marquinhos. To be fair, I think he's left-footed and has like 2-star weak foot, but it was very, very far wide. And Kiyotake's been on the offense a lot. That was a terrible finesse shot, but he also has been, for Cam, he's been in the attack a great deal more than our wingers have, which is pretty good. We're able to put Danny Rose through again. Danny Rose makes a chip because he brings out Rob Green, and somehow he's able to pause that. Don't know why the game thought he had possession of the ball, but he's going to rage quit as well. We're going to get 2 rage quits in 1 episode. That's good standings for a road to glory. I mean, Danny Rose gets man of the match. 2 goals. I think he got the assist too. Anyway, hope you guys are enjoying. Leave a like if you do. Comment down below letting me know what players you want me to sign in the near future. Remember, subscribe here if you're enjoying this. I will upload this content a ton more. Feel free to follow all my social links. Those will be in the description below. And until next time, I will see everyone later.